There's a huge problem with progress, specifically progress for progress's sake. Having passion and wanting to get better is great, but don't allow yourself to get burnt out or to feel guilty for needing to recharge and take a break. You need to find a balance and find your pace for improvement. Passion is great. It's the fire that fuels your creativity into creating beautiful works of art. It infuses energy and life into the work that you're producing. It's important to control and moderate that drive that you have to pursue your passions so that it doesn't lead to burnout. Burnout is what happens when your passion and your drive and your energy and all those great things go off the tracks. There's no brakes and they just go out of control and they take over your entire life. There's no balance. Things get sacrificed, your mental health, your physical health, your social relationships. And when that happens, it can kill your passion altogether. These problems can be very serious. They can lead to depression, anxiety, stress, definitely, and it can affect other areas of your life. You have to learn how to moderate and control the passion and energy that you're putting into your work so that it becomes manageable. So how do you do that? One way to do that is by checking in with yourself. And when I say checking in, I mean both mentally and physically. What's your energy level at? I'll give you an example of how I do this. Every morning I write out 3 gratitudes, so 3 things that I'm grateful for. And then I do my morning thoughts, which is a check-in. I check in with how I'm feeling that morning, how the last night was, and some emotional things that may have come up with that, and how I'm feeling emotionally now, and maybe some physical things too. If I can feel like anxiety, like my heart is racing or something like that. It's just kind of like a daily journal. And those things help me to connect more with myself and allow me to create a habit of being able to see where I'm at that point in time. And luckily, I've been having great mornings, and the nights are not bad. As you get used to doing this habitually, you will catch yourself when you're starting to feel like you're being overwhelmed or things are becoming too much for you to handle, and you can take a break at those times. This will prevent the burnout process from happening. You want to be able to catch it before it becomes too much. So we have the passion and the energy and the life that fuels the creativity, but we're also balancing that with checking in and making sure that it's not becoming too much or too overwhelming. So that naturally leads to the conclusion of how we can create without it destroying us, really, which is balance. Everything always comes back to balance. And it's a bit contrite to say, but you do have to kind of find the middle ground for you, and it can adjust over time, but in the beginning, it's very easy to get so excited about something new, and you have such a extreme fire for it, and it just encompasses your whole life, and you just disregard everything else. But as we were saying before, that will lead to burnout. You will burn out from that. And so you take that fire and you temper it a little bit by checking in and making sure that it's not encroaching in your social relationships with your friends and your family and your loved ones, and also your physical health of sleeping enough and exercising. It was, when I was starting out, it was kind of a badge of honor to not sleep because you were working so much. And I thought it was strange because when you don't sleep enough, then it affects your work and your work suffers from that. So it's not so admirable to neglect your sleep and your health just to improve in your art career or your artistic pursuits. I think taking care of yourself will aid in your artistic improvement and growth, because that's where you can continually reignite that fire, and you can have the fortitude and stamina to keep going. Don't neglect your sleep, don't neglect your health. These things are so important. They're more important than becoming technically skilled or a good artist. So doing these check-ins is really important so that you know what amount of productivity and energy that you can handle before it starts to become too much. And find a pace that you can steadily improve at. It doesn't have to be much at first. It can just start at 15 minutes a day. If that's all you can handle, that's okay. That's still improvement. And then once you get used to that, you can start to bump it up. You can go to 20 minutes, 30 minutes a day, an hour a day. And over time, as you're getting that balance right and the efficiency increases, then you will start to see exponential gains in your improvement, in your skill set. But find something that's manageable. It's very important that you find something that's manageable. Over time, you'll be able to balance progress with taking care of yourself. You'll find a good pace that works for you, and you may even be able to adjust that over time. It will allow you to reach your goals in time. It just takes patience and dedication. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. If you want to learn a skill to multiply your artistic progress, click here to learn about mastering art criticism. This will allow you to multiply the progress that you make exponentially. Let me know if there's any topics you'd want to hear about in the future, and keep creating.